Hey everybody, I just want to take a couple minutes to clear something up that I hear all the time online. It's really puzzling to me. I see these industry leaders and they don't know the difference. They can't articulate the difference between branding and marketing. For me, it's really simple, but for them, I could see it in their eyes. It's sheer confusion. I can hear it in their voice. They don't know what's going on. They're dazed and confused. So let's take a couple minutes to clear this up, right? Branding is the higher order. Bear with me for a second. It starts with your brand. It starts with the why. You've got to know who you are. You've got to know your place in the world. And so you've got to have a clear mission statement. You have to have a clear vision statement. And for us, we go so far as to have a brand narrative. It needs to have personification. Personification means that you give that brand, that organization, an ethos. It gives them a personality. Without that, you're floundering in the dark, people. You don't have a true north. You just don't. And so if you look at marketing, marketing is actually a subset of the branding. Marketing is how you project that brand to the world. Many years ago, I worked with North Face, for example, and their brand was never stop exploring. That was their ethos. That's what they stood for. But the way they projected that in Brooklyn, New York was going to be completely different than how they do it in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It's going to be completely 100% different the way they project that message in Portland, Oregon. It's different people, different needs, completely different context. So that's the marketing. The marketing, first and foremost, needs to find out who you're targeting and specifically tell them why this brand works for them. And you're like, you sure about that? I'm like, absolutely. Because what happens when something goes wrong? What happens when something needs to get returned? Like, that's not a marketing question. That's a branding question. And until you get these two correct, dialed in so there's consistency between the two, you actually don't have a high-performing brand. And if you don't have a high-performing brand, you're not going to have marketing. If you don't have marketing, you're not going to have explosive growth.